naglabas ng statement, ito pong si Sara Duterte. At ayon po sa kanya, eto basahin natin sabi po dito sa 1PH mga kababayan, ito po yung statement ni Sara. Ayan. Vice President Sara Duterte, July 14, 2026. Mga kababayan, at ayon po sa kanya, ito basahin po natin Sabi po dito, BP Sara, impeachment trial, walang matibay na ebidensya at puno ng gawa-gawang kwento. Binigyan din ni Vice President Sara Duterte na walang matibay na ebidensyang sumusuporta sa impeachment complaint laban sa kanya matapos ang ika-4 na araw ng paglilitis sa Senado. Ayon sa opisyal na pahayag ng Vice Presidente, puro imbento, haka-haka at gawa-gawang kwento lamang ang mga aligasyon ukol sa kanyang pagbabanta na nagdudulot lamang anya ng pagkasira sa integridad ng mga institusyon at tiwala ng bayan. So ganito na ba utuin ang mamamayang Pilipino? Ganito na ba pagmukhaing tanga mga kababayan ng taong bayan? Na kahit kitang-kita ng dalawang mata natin, narinig ng dalawang tenga natin, at nasaksihan natin mga kababayan, sasabihin ni Sara Duterte na haka-haka lang? Walang katotohanan yung ginawa niyang pagbabanta? Diba? Maliwanag naman yung ebidensya Yung video, ang kalaban ni Sara Duterte dito, sarili niya mismo mga kababayan. Tapos sasabihin niya haka-haka, gawa-gawa, walang matibay na ebidensya mga kababayan. Mga aligasyon lang daw. Ukol daw sa kanyang pagbabanta na nagdudulot lamang ng pagkasira ng integridad ng institusyon at tiwala ng bayan. Paano masisira ang tiwala ng bayan? Nasaksihan nga nating lahat, nasaksihan ng buong mundo yung ginawa niyang pagbabanta. Di po ba mga kababayan? Kaya nga kung titingnan natin di ba kanina sinasabi ng defense team ni Sara Duterte, hindi daw nila inaasahan na ipo-pull out, parang ganon. Ni Atty. Kapunan, yung pag-imbita mga kababayan dito kina Zulaika Lopez at dito kina Belio. Pero maliwanag naman yung paliwanag kanina ni Atty. Kapunan dito na talagang para mapabilis mga kababayan, total naman, wala nang tawag dito, wala nang bisa yung mga sasabihin ni Zulaika Lopez dahil nga bukod sa nasaksihan ng mamamayang Pilipino yan, na-establish na, napatunayan na at kinonfirm na mga kababayan ni Atty. Jeremy Lotok na talagang may pagbabanta na ginawa etong si Sara Duterte at may sedisyon mga kababayan na kinumit. So ngayon ito i-play po natin. Kasi sabi po dito pagsalang ni OBP Chief of Staff Zulaika Lopez bilang hostile witness ng PROSEC hindi na itutuloy. Bakit daw mga kababayan? Ito play natin.
Attorney Kapunan, counsel for the prosecutors is recognized.
Ito nga napakaliwanag nga ng pagkakasabi dito ni Atty. Lorna Kapunan. Masakit to mga kababayan para sa ating lahat, sa mga kababayang Pilipino po natin na kahit nakita na natin, ibinalita ng iba't ibang mga media outlet ng iba't ibang bansa o ng mga karatig bansa natin, sasabihin niya gawa-gawa lang. Diba invento lang, kwentong barbero lang. Nakita nga yan ng buong mundo.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Attorney Lorna Patao Kapunan, counsel for the prosecutors, under the control and supervision of the House Panel of Prosecutors. If I may, Your Honors. I can see Senator Panfilo Lacson coming in. At narinig ko po yung kanyang interview nung sinabi po niya na baka magkaapo na tayo dito at magkaroon na ng national bird, hindi pa tapos ang impeachment trial natin.
Tama.
We have seen. This is...
Ma'am, you said national bird?
Hindi po ba, Senator Lacson? Well, somebody who interviewed you said that you said that.
It must be another senator judge or another person.
Talking about birds, okay.
Please proceed, ma'am.
I never talked about birds.
then definitely my information was hearsay. In any event, in the last 4 trial days, we have had several hours of legal calisthenics, direct examination, cross-examination, and today we also had
Ay, Ma'am Dolly Babe, shoutout po sa inyo. Kay Tatay Marcos, kay Nanay Emma, shoutout po. Kay I Love You BBM, shoutout
redirect and recross. A total of approximately 8 hours a day. And 2 witnesses. Today, we are supposed to hear a subpoenaed witness, Attorney Zulaika Lopez. And after her, another witness, subpoenaed or called to appear here, Captain Belinda Bello. After hearing the 2 competent and credible witnesses, not expert witness, but through their credentials showed that they were competent to testify on the matters that they were asked to authenticate. After evaluating through these 2 witnesses, 19 documentary evidence from Agent Kalilong and 45 documentary evidence from our recent witness, Attorney Lotok. And after the very clarificatory and probing questions of our senator judges, after evaluation, and not only during this 5-minute huddle, pero hurdle na rin po yun. It is the wisdom of the public prosecutors as expressed through this representation that we find it totally unnecessary, redundant, and a surplusage to still present Attorney Zulaika Lopez.
Alam niyo mga kababayan, kanina inaasahan ko talaga na makikita natin si Zulaika Lopez. Ano po, medyo hindi ko lang talaga kanina naintindihan gaano yung sinabi ni Atty. Lorna Capunan. Pero nung binalikan ko mga kababayan, oo nga, may point nga no, kahit hindi na nga talaga ilabas o ipakita pa itong si Zulaika Lopez, napakinggan na natin yung 2 credible witness mga kababayan na magpapatunay na talagang etong si yung pagbabanta na ginawa ni Sara Duterte dumaan sa tamang proseso na authenticate mga kababayan at talagang maliwanag na may nakumit nga etong si Sara. So ngayon, hindi na kailangan etong si Zulaika Lopez dahil kahit nga yung video na ipinresenta ng prosecution ay maliwanag na ginamit ng defense mga kababayan ni Sara Duterte. So doon pa lang, wala nang pagtanggi. Talagang kung makikita nyo, credible, totoo nga yung naging pagbabanta ni Sara Duterte doon sa video na napanood ng buong mundo mga kababayan. Ano po? So ngayon, ituloy pa natin.
And as well, Captain Belinda Bello. Let me just state for the record.
Tsaka kung titingnan nyo, di ba, sinabi din ni Senate President Win Gatchalian na nasa 100 plus lahat-lahat yung witnesses mga kababayan na iimbitahan nito pong Senate Impeachment Court. At kung susumahin yan mga kababayan, kung lahat ng yon ay isa-isang i-cross-examine, aabuti ng 1 taon at 5 buwan something mga kababayan, ganon. Katagal. Kaya nga tama lang din itong ginawa ni Atty. Lorna Capunan para mas mapabilis yung proseso mga kababayan. Ano po? Anyway, tuloy pa natin.
The reasons why. Had we been able to present Attorney Zulaika Lopez, she would have proven 3 things, or we would want to have proven 3 things. First, that she was personally present
Tama.
inside that detention center when the Vice President uttered the video, Exhibit P-4-10, when she uttered the statements that she had contracted, that she had already contracted a killer, and you have heard this already before, and so on, to kill the President, the First Lady, and the Speaker of the House. That would have been the first offer of testimony, that she was personally present inside that detention center when the Vice President uttered those statements. Admitted already, admitted by no less than Attorney Vinluan here,
Tama.
who in his closing remarks or opening remarks mentioned more than 10 times that that press conference occurred, Attorney Zulueta and the Vice President was there, and that in that press conference or a live broadcast, the Vice President did utter the statements we have heard time and again, Exhibit P-4-10. Although Attorney Vinluan says yes, 10 times, I counted just now. I counted that the admission there as to the utterance was made 10 times. Although Attorney Vinluan did say that it is a matter of interpretation, he says that the Vice President did not act as Vice President when she made those utterances. He attempted to give a humane picture to the Vice President that she had reacted as mother, sister, brother? No. And that she was not reacting in her capacity as Vice President. But in that statement that Attorney Vinluan mentioned, there was admission as to the utterances being made more than 10 times. He said, our interpretation is wrong, but again, that is left to the discretion of this court. So that was the first offer. The fact that there were utterances made in a press conference and that Attorney Zulueta was president. No need to present Attorney Lopez for this purpose. Secondly, our second purpose was that Attorney Zulueta Lopez was not only present, but so were other media personnel present there who heard the utterances of the Vice President. And lastly, we would have offered Attorney Zulueta Lopez.
Tsaka take note mga kababayan maliwanag yung sinabi dito kung bakit hindi na dapat ipresenta pa itong sina Lopez. Unang-una mga kababayan, mismong yung defense na ang nag-admit sa madalit salita or nagsabing totoo yung ginawa ni Sara Duterteng pagbabanta doon sa video dahil yung video mismo ay ginamit nila. Doon pa lang mga kababayan, talagang kahon na kahon itong defense team ni Sara Duterte maging itong si Sara Duterte. Tsaka maliwanag din naman sa mga napanood po nating interview na sinabi mismo ni Attorney Michael Poa na maglolokohan lang tayo kung i-deny pa namin yan. Ibig sabihin, hindi nila dinideny yung mga sinabi ni Sara Duterte doon sa video na nag-viral na ginawa niyang pagbabanta sa buhay ni PBBM, ni FL, at ng former House Speaker. Ano po? So ngayon ituloy pa natin.
To
Zulaika
Lopez to confirm the authenticity and the provenance of that video. Exhibit P-4-10. Totally unnecessary because why? Because the defense themselves used the very same video, said exhibit, in their defense when they showed Attorney Sulweka crying and allegedly complaining about the violation of our human rights. So by their own admission, there is no question about this video. And so it is our contention, and we hereby manifest that with these admissions on file, and thank you to the senator judges for the clarificatory questions propounded, and I'd specifically like to say thank you to Senator Tito Sen, Vicente Soto, for, in his brief statement, by virtue of clarificatory, brought us back to what this trial is all about. We are not a criminal court, and much time has been spent. Is there grave threats? Is there inciting to sedition? All of this is relevant. But in the context of, is it by doing these grave threats and by inciting to sedition, does it make the Vice President a violator of the Constitution? Does
tama.
it make her a violator of her solemn oath of office? Is this a high crime? Is this betrayal of public trust? That is what this impeachment is all about. It is not what Attorney
Nasa si Robin Padilla. Nasa sila Alan Peter Cayetano. Para sila ngayong mga estudyante, mga kababayan, na nakikinig doon sa teacher. Kasi biruin nyo, mga kababayan, kahit nga si Senator, si Presiding Officer, Senator Chis Escudero, mga kababayan, bigla niya natawag na senator. Etong si Atty. Lorna Kapunan. Kasi mga kababayan, talagang kita nyo lahat nakatuon sa kanya, lahat pinakikinggan siya. Kasi talagang kung pagbabasihan natin yung mga nangyari, talagang hindi iginalang ni Sara Duterte yung presidente at hindi niya iginalang yung opisina ng Vice President, mga kababayan, yung kapangyarihang hawak niya.
Binluan says, if it is grave threats, by all means, we admit. Prison, correctional, 6 months to 6 years. And that's a fine of 2,000 pesos. If it is sedition, the same. MTC should be trying these crimes, or the RTC. But that's not what this is all about.
Attorney Kapunan,
Okay.
with your indulgence, kindly
Last sentence.
take up the matter of the presentation of witnesses.
Correct.
Because that is the subject at hand.
So going back to to why we are making this manifestation, we have said, and I have said on behalf of the public prosecutors, Your Honors, that we will no longer be presenting Attorney Sulweka and Sulaika Lopez. And, Your Honors, in addition, because the testimony of Captain Belinda Bello is merely corroborative, she would have been presented only to corroborate the fact that there was a transfer order made in the detention center and that transfer order had been the subject of the video or press conference of November 23, 2024. And so, Your Honors, we are also no longer going to call as a witness Captain Belinda Bello. With that, Your Honor, I think the reminder
Yan.
of Senator Lacson that the accused, that the respondent is entitled to a speedy trial. Prosecution, the prosecutors would want this to be a reminder to all. We are doing our part. We have reduced trial dates by lessening our presentation on this article by 2 witnesses, Your Honor. And therefore, we would also request that the same be also a reminder to the defense counsels or the counsels for the defense. Your Honor, please, in my 48 years of practice as a private lawyer, and I'm grateful for this chance, I have learned two things
Yan na.
in litigation. The first thing I have learned is, first, learn when to present and not to present a witness. And second, learn when to stop. And I think that should be our takeaway from this manifestation. We have decided from the evidence presented and from everything in consideration that we will not present these two witnesses.
Oh.
And on that note, I will also say we know when to stop. And this is where I stop. Thank
Oh. Ayan o mga kababayan. Diba? Kasi kung hindi din naman dahil doon sa defense mga kababayan, hindi naman ano yan. Kumbaga, hindi nila iuurong itong pagpipresenta dito po kay Zulaika Lopez. Pero dahil nga admitted na, sa madalit salita, lalo na't nung ginamit pa yung video, talagang hindi na kailangan itong si Attorney Zulaika Lopez. So bukas, ang aabangan natin mga kababayan, actually mamaya, ang aabangan natin mga kababayan, yung oral arguments and then yung iba pa mga mangyayari dito po sa impeachment trial ni Sara Duterte. Ano po yung mga rebuttal, ayan, makikita natin mamaya yan. So, abang-abang lang tayo. Ano po, so kung kayo po ang tatanungin, ano po ang masasabi ninyo hingil po dito sa ginawang pagtanggi ni Sara Duterte dahil ayon sa kanya, wala daw ebidensya, gawa-gawa lamang daw mga kababayan, at kwento lang itong aligasyon ng kanyang pagbabanta sa buhay ng presidente, ng First Lady at ng former House Speaker mga kababayan. So comment below na lamang po kung ano pa masasabi nyo hingil po dito sa mga topic na ito na tinalakay po natin.